students, welcome to HSML 4000. This class is finance in the nonprofit sector. So if you're in this class, you've already completed HSML 3000 and most of your core classes for the Human Services Management and Leadership program. You are well on your way to completing the journey in human services as a major or a non-major. And for those who are majors, you're well on your way into moving towards internship and capstone. So let's talk about what this class is going to be covering. We're going to review on the first week of classes, we're going to review the syllabus. So I want you to be sure to review that, read that, because you're going to have a quiz on what's in the syllabus. So we'll talk about that a little bit later. This class is what we call hybrid. That means we'll actually meet online most of the time. That 60% of the class will be online and 40% of the class will be face-to-face. So let's talk about some of the things we hope to accomplish in this class. Every Human Services Management and Leadership class is based on 16 core competencies that have been established by our national standards, by the Nonprofit Leadership Alliance and the Council on Human Service Education. And so I wanted to review just a little bit about those core competencies. In this class, you will certainly be working on the core competency for financial management and some in nonprofit management. Fundraising and development will also be covered. Those are the core competencies that you want to make sure you add to your development for your capstone class. So let's talk about what those competencies cover. In this class, you'll break through the theory of community or nonprofit finances as it relates to those fundamental parts. Whether that's development and that's fundraising, or whether that's accountability, that is, once you raise the money, what do you do with the money? And you want to make sure you follow ethical standards. Carrying out the procedure of financial planning and budgeting at different levels. So that may be you determining how nonprofits leverage the resources in the community in order to raise the funds that they need for their programs to operate. Nonprofit organizations operate very differently from for-profit, and you're going to learn about that in class. So when we talk about leveraging various resources in the community, one of the things we want to make sure is that you have an understanding of how nonprofits go about developing those relationships with donors. The fact that it takes money to make money, also that there's a difference between the nonprofit and the for-profit agencies and how they manage their funds. And so we'll talk about that a little bit later. One of the really key resources for this class is going to be your membership or you registering for GuideStar. GuideStar is one of what we call gatekeepers or watchdogs for nonprofit organizations. You know, a nonprofit organization is an agency that has been commissioned as a 501c3 status with the IRS. Well, watchdogs are gatekeepers, are those agencies that make sure that nonprofits, they follow what the nonprofit agencies say they're doing with their funds, how they're paying their CEOs, CFOs, their administrators, how they're dealing with the money that comes in as it relates to the programs. And so you're going to use you're going to use GuideStar as one of your major resources when you go to evaluate the nonprofit organizations we work with. In this class, you are expected to do service learning. Yay! Get excited. It's really good. It's great for you. It's great for your professional development. And so in this class, you have 20 hours of service learning. My expectation is that you will partner with a nonprofit organization that is actively involved in a fundraising event. The fall is generally one of the main times that nonprofits begin their fundraising campaigns. They also do it in the spring, but most nonprofits are going to be raising money in the fall. And so I've deliberately placed this class in the fall semester so that you would have a great opportunity to partner with various nonprofit organizations in their fundraising events and watching how they manage their donors, That can be mail outs, that could be phone calls, that could be knocking on doors and visiting and asking for various forms of resources like gifts in kind. And we'll talk about what the term gifts in kind mean. And so I want you to be really excited about what this class has to offer. Remember, we are 60% online and 40% face-to-face. So every class, every face-to-face class is going to be very important that you show up, because that's going to be a major part of content that we'll be covering face-to-face. Be sure to make sure that you peruse through the website in Blackboard, or the class in Blackboard Learn. Look to the left. You'll see course information and you'll see instructor information. Those are the links where you'll find out what my expectations are when you're working on your major projects, what you need as far as resources in order to be able to manage your class in Blackboard Learn. We'll also talk about making sure you go through the syllabus again. There's a link to the left that will allow you to look at your syllabus. We'll have discussion board activities. We'll have blog activities. You'll be doing peer reviews and evaluating your peers' writings. I'll be evaluating your writings overall. And at the end of the semester, one of the times when we come back together are the last 2 sessions where you'll actually present to your classmates about your service learning project. So the service learning process is very much like the process you went through in HSML 3000. So don't be afraid. You're familiar with the process and you'll do just fine. I'm excited about you being in HSML 4000, nonprofit finance in the nonprofit sector, and I look forward to seeing you face to face. Have a great day.